Hey guys, Miranda here, and today we are making chorizo, but we're making it my way. So, typical chorizo is literally just the chorizo and the egg. You can do them like kind of separately, cook the chorizo and then cook the egg, or you can mix them together. It's up to you how you want to do that. But the way I actually grew up eating chorizo is the way my mom made it. She did the chorizo, she did the eggs, and then she did some corn in it as well. I know it's kind of, iffy about the corn, but it's good, you guys. We used to eat it in flour tortillas and make burritos out of them. So, it's good like that. But when I got married and when I started having kids, I have to feed 5 people. So I got to thinking, like, okay, what can I do to make the chorizo stretch so there's a little bit more? My kids, they're pretty good about eating. My son, I don't know, he is going through some growth spurt or something because that kid, he can eat like so much, you guys. It's crazy. But anywho, and especially men in general, they tend to eat a lot. So I have to make sure there's a good amount, a good portion for my husband, and then enough to feed myself and our 3 kids. So, potatoes, you guys. So this is how I do my chorizo. Use chorizo, there's about a pound there. And this is the fresh chorizo, you guys, that I got from the Mexican store the other day. I have 5 eggs in here. We're gonna, mix those. A can of corn, and then the amount of potato is really up to you. There's no specific amount, just kind of depends how many people it's for. But so what I'm going to do is actually dice up the potato into little itty bitty pieces, and we're going to get the potato going first in the pan. Alright, so once all the potato is chopped up, it should look like this. They're not very big pieces, and I find this is the best way to, cook it the quickest. So they're just little itty bitty pieces here. So I have my pan heating up right now, so we're going to go ahead and add this to the pan. And once this is like all, pretty well done, then we're going to add the chorizo to it. Alright, here go the potatoes. Alright, so we are going to just let these sit here for a little bit so they can cook evenly on all sides. And we're going to go ahead and remove the casing from the chorizo now. Alright guys, so if you've never had chorizo, it has this like casing on it that needs to be taken off before cooking. Of course, if you were to like grill this up on the barbecue, you can totally leave the casing on. But the easiest way that I do this is I just take a knife and I cut through this. Because some people actually try and like push the whole thing through so that it comes out. But that's just time consuming and a lot of it gets stuck in the tubing anyway. So I just kind of cut from end to end. And that's the easiest way to get the chorizo out of the tubing. So just like so, and then when we're ready to put this in the pan, you just flip it over and just kind of, push it out. It should kind of just fall out on its own. So got the potatoes going. Just want to make sure that you're kind of checking them, stirring them a little bit so they don't stick to the pan. Alright, so these potatoes are pretty much done. You don't really want to overcook them because you're still, once you add the chorizo, they're still going to be, cooking with the chorizo. So we're going to go ahead now and add the chorizo to the potatoes. And guys, again, this whole potatoes and corn is totally optional. Like I said, this is the way that I do it. This is how I help make, the food stretch a little bit more. And, really chorizo is a meal that is budget friendly, you guys. And, like I said, the more you add to it, the more your meal will stretch. So let's get the chorizo in here. Alright, the chorizo is in. That is the casing that it was in. So we're going to just go ahead and, kind of break up the chorizo. Oh, I love the smell of chorizo, you guys. It smells so good. Now I will say, when you cook if you're going to do the potatoes, when you cook them, don't add a whole lot of oil to the pan, just because the chorizo does let out quite a bit of grease, you guys. But when it does, you know, it helps to, you know, cook the potatoes some more. So, you know, not a whole lot of oil. So now we're just gonna kind of mix this all together here. Gosh, I can't remember the last time I had chorizo, you guys. It's been a while. We used to have it at least like a few times a month, but just haven't had it lately. And I was really craving it for like the longest time, and so I just decided to finally make it. Alright, so we are just gonna let this all brown. I do have it at pretty high heat, you guys, just so that it will cook quickly, especially like for the potatoes, because you don't want to go super low because they will take a little bit of time to cook. So, but yeah, we will just be here kind of mixing this around and let it get, you know, brown, and then we will add the egg into it. Alright, so if you can tell, it is starting to brown now. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and add in the egg. So I did already mix the eggs. We're going to just go ahead and pour it over the chorizo. And then we are going to give it a good mix so that we can incorporate it all together. So even if you want to do just like chorizo and egg, you guys, it's also really good like in sandwiches. If you want to make a sandwich out of it. Again, this stuff, the way I'm making it, you could make it into burritos. Or what I have done actually a few times, you guys, which I thought was so good. It was something I just like randomly decided to do. Chorizo and egg in a quesadilla, you guys. So bomb. Like, you have no idea. If you guys would be interested in seeing a video on how I make chorizo quesadillas, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, so if you want to see chorizo quesadillas, the next time I make chorizo, I'll probably do that. And if you guys want to see a video, I will totally do it. Just let me know in the comments below. So, just going to let this cook a little bit more. And then we're going to add the corn. The corn just add at the end to basically just heat up the corn. So, again, you guys, super budget friendly meal. And, you know, adding in the corn and the potatoes, I have found to just, you know, make the meal stretch a little bit more. You can see it's actually quite a bit here, so it's going to be a good amount for my husband, you know, some for me and our kids. So alright, let's add the corn, you guys. So I did already drain the corn, so now we are just gonna mix it all together, you guys, and let the corn heat through, and this will be ready to go. And once this is plated up, you guys, if you wanted to, like I said, you can make burritos out of it, add some cheese, add some sour cream. You know, that's how I ate it growing up with my mom. Really, really good, you guys. Or, you know, just with corn tortillas, and you could add some salsa on top, some Mexican cheese, and it's all just so delicious, you guys. I love chorizo. We don't eat it enough. So yeah, this pan is pretty full, as you can see, you guys. Like I said, this makes like a lot. And sometimes even while it's like this, I might add some shredded cheese on top. But I don't think I'm going to do that today. But, it's an idea. If you like cheese. So that's really all there is to it, you guys. Super simple meal. I might have it like in a burrito or something. Maybe a little bit, just with some corn tortillas. I don't know yet. But my hubby, he eats this with corn tortillas. Sure, the kids will just eat it, by the spoonful. But that's all there is to it, you guys. There's a lot here. This is enough for my family of 5. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.